Hello, hello, welcome everyone. Let's see here. Yes, I think my mic is working. Welcome, welcome to Smo'King BBQ Tips and Recipes first ever live stream. I hope everything is okay. I have, considering this is going to be my very first one, I'm anticipating I might run into some problems. So please let me know if something isn't working right. Where did my chat box go? There we go. Let me just get this all set up here. Perfect. Okay, now I can see everything. So how's everyone doing tonight? Thanks again for stopping by. I don't know, I posted it on as much social media as I could. I didn't know what time. I guess I got to start a log on what our fellow YouTubers are, you know, what date and time. I don't want to step on anyone's shoes. I know, I think tomorrow night is, what's... My mind's going blank here. Who's the guy that does either the live or the video feed? T-Roy. Okay. So let me see. Let me catch up some of it. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Fire and Water Cooking. What's up, Darren? Hey, for everyone here, if you haven't checked out Fire and Water Cooking, Darren, go check out his YouTube page. He likes to combine sous vide and smoking, two of my favorite things. Cheers, guys. Well, thank you, Bottle Cap Barbecue, Cooking with James. Yeah, I'm doing it live. So what do you guys think? Worked a little bit on the graphic design here. I had a little bit experience with OBS from when I used to broadcast and play video games around 5 to 10 years ago. I was an avid gamer before I got into smoking, so I had a little bit of experience. But yeah, just trying to check it out. Let's see. All right, I'm glad that I can focus looking on my actual broadcast and see your guys' chat. I think that's a nice feature. So, what's going on? What's everyone up to? How's the weather? I'm glad we're approaching fall, but I'm in Southern California, and you know what? Every season feels the same. Although, I have to admit, last week or so, it's gotten cooler, which is nice. I could sleep better. I'm kind of sick and tired of the... You know, being in the 80s, 90 degrees every day, it gets old after a while. Roundhouse Ranch. What's going on? Monster Scratcher from Tennessee. Hey, what's going on? One of these days, I want to be watching one of your videos and see you know, win $1 million. That would be fun. Sous vide is still weird to me. Well, you know what? It was weird to me too. And you know what? I just stumbled across a YouTube video maybe 4 years ago. Didn't know much about it at all. And started watching it, and I thought, wow, this is really interesting. And I ended up spending around a $300 investment, my Vac Master and the container. And man, I haven't looked back since. In fact, we got some chicken in the sous vide I just put in before I started the broadcast, right out of the freezer into the sous vide. And then we'll finish it up. I think we're going to just do it in the frying pan tonight to keep things simple. But man, super easy way to cook, guys. You really have to try it if you're not familiar with it. And it's so easy. It's one of the most easiest things to do because it takes the guesswork out. You just put it in and start it. But yeah, if you don't know what it's about, check out I got a whole section of playlists just on sous vide videos. You can also go to Darren's Fire and Water Cooking. He likes to combine those two, so go check him out. Cold spell here in Phoenix, down to 96. I know what that's a lot like. I can't stand it. I'm born and raised in the suburbs of Chicago, so I was used to pretty harsh winters. I went to Michigan and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, the UP as they call it, and you know, 300 plus inches of snow during one winter season. So I'm used to that. And then I came out here and kind of inadvertently ended up staying out here. There's a lot of things I love about Southern California, but it doesn't have that Midwest kind of, I don't know, it's hard to describe unless you've lived there. Kind of people seem to be more friendly, connect more, kind of like the way this group is here, the YouTube creators, man. That's what kind of got me motivated to try a live stream. I've been watching everyone else's stream, and I thought, you know what, I think I can do this. I think I can check it out. So, what's up, Kirby? Fish and Grill. I think, are you still on vacation? I saw you had some think you were down in Mexico, or maybe you just went for a few days because I think you're relatively close to the border. Monster Scratcher, Tennessee. I got you. Okay. Oh, that's James, Cooking with James. So guys, how's everything going? You enjoying watching some football? I was glad my Bears actually pulled off a win. They're actually first place in their division, which is amazing because Green Bay lost. Minnesota did too, right? Yeah, I think. I can't remember. Jump on the live train. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I'm used to listening to other people talk during the broadcast, and I'm kind of sitting silent. I'm just reading the thing, so it's a little bit different experience. But hopefully, I'm not too boring. So what's going on here? Oh, yep, you were in San Diego, Kirby. All right, home now. Well, see, that's a quick little vacation. You can just, we're very fortunate here in Southern California. When I first came out here, you could surf during the day, and during the winter months, you could be skiing in the evening. Drive up to the mountains. It's all within a day's drive, so that's, that's an advantage. But boy, the traffic and the rest of this stuff, Kirby can agree. But he lives a little bit more further away out of the hustle and bustle of the cities and suburbs. Uh-oh. I did a challenge video and he tagged me. Darren from Fire and Water Cooking. Uh-oh. Might be telling me what I'm going to have to cook next. Hey man, is that a problem a lot of people have? Because that's what I've been having lately is the brain fade, I have a running list of things I put down, recipe ideas when they pop into my head. Oh yeah, I should do this, I should do that. But doing specifically me smoking and barbecuing, I added the sous vide. That opened up a whole another area. I mean, there's only so many times you could do ribs and pork butt and so you try to get more creative. If you do it a second or third time, you say, hey, maybe I'll make a different sauce or, whatever. But, yeah, I kind of seem like the last few weeks just hit one of those stumbling blocks where I'm kind of going, I don't really know. Yeah, no, I don't know if I should do that. I don't know if I should do this. Just kind of one of those funks where nothing really has got me excited and motivated. I like to have a little bit of excitement and motivation for what I'm about to do next, so it hopefully can show in some of my videos. Tomcat. Is that Tomcat Carol's Tomcat? What's up, man? How's it going? Say hi to Carol. Or we should say Kitty. That's her nickname. Yeah, you can do ribs forever, James. You are absolutely right. And believe me, I love ribs. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I bought a pit barrel cooker. When I saw that you could just hang full racks and just let them kind of hang there and all those juices drip down, and I'm like, man, I need that. So, and so, yeah, that's my go-to if I want to do some ribs. But of course, sous videing the ribs and finishing them off on the grill or smoker, those are good too. I mean, there's no wrong or right way to do it. I like just keep experimenting. And when you stumble across something, hey, that's the fun of it. When you do something, and sometimes I know, no matter what video you make, you're going to be eating it and going, man, this is the best stuff I ever ate. But I mean, there's been times that I've even surprised myself where I'm like, wow, this is really good, So hopefully that shows in the videos and stuff too. Yeah, comparison videos are fun. I agree. I haven't done any of that yet, but hopefully soon. So guys, everything sound good with the sound and everything? I got a new mic yesterday. I ordered it actually 2 days ago, as well as his webcam, and it all came Amazon next day. I hooked it up last night, so screwed around with it a little bit today, so I hope everything's working okay. You can burn stuff like chicken. Cooking with James. How many grills do I have? Kirby's asking. I have, the main thing I had is it's a big Weber gas grill. It's got 4 burners, it's got a rotisserie, but I never cook on it. It was actually my wife's grandfather's. Really nice. I think it's probably a 15-year-old Weber gas grill, and back then when he bought it, it was top of the line. A Summit series, I think it is. And I've cooked a few things there, mainly to heat it up. I haven't cooked anything else. Then my wife got me, my very first smoker was the Smoke Hollow. It's the cabinet style, stands up. And she got me that for Christmas, I think 2 years, 2.5, no, maybe 2.5, 3 years ago. My very first video was I wanted to smoke some salmon because I love smoked salmon. And yeah, that was a classic example. I said, hey, I'm going to do a video. You know, I had a YouTube channel for a couple years, and I had a couple stupid videos, but nothing, you know, I wasn't really doing anything with it. And then all of a sudden I said, I got to smoke. I'll start. And that's how I got into it. And that salmon came out so good. I mean, better than I even anticipated it. And that kind of got me motivated. I said, wow, if I could do this, I'll do some other stuff. Then I broke down and bought the pit barrel cooker, which I love. And then I also have a kettle grill. That's all I have right now. I'd love to get a pellet grill. Kind of have a love-hate thought about that. Because, I mean, I love the convenience of being able to, say, put on a brisket and just be able to set the temperature and fill up the bin, and you'll not have to wake up at 3 a.m. and add wood or add charcoal or whatever. So I like that idea. That's cool. But then again, it kind of takes a little bit of the effort out of it for me in a way that where, you know, you seem to appreciate better if you do it the old school way. And it does take 12, 14 hours. Yes, come in. Who's knocking on the door? Who's there?
Me, I was just going to tell you that.
Oh, come here.
I just have to tell you that when you're not filming, you need this, don't you? Do you?
Oh, I think it's a Lego. I'll give it to Kyle. This is my daughter, Ava Grace. Come over here and say hi. Oh, come over here. There you go. Come over. Where my hand is. Look in the camera up here. Say hi.
Hi.
How old are you?
7.
7 years old. All right. Go give that to Kyle. That's a Lego piece. Okay? Close the door, okay? Thank you. All right. Sorry for the interruption, but, you know, who can be mad at that interruption, huh? So, yeah, I would love to get another grill. I like what Darren has over there at Fire and Water Cooking, that ceramic grill. Those are really nice, but, man, are they expensive. And then I've been, you know, money wasn't an object. You look at some of the stuff there. But, again, I could never justify spending $5-6 grand on a smoker. I mean, I've seen some of these big industrial units. Yes? Well, maybe she just knocked on the door. Anyway, guys, thanks again for joining. This is my first time, so I just wanted to make sure everything works okay, make sure the chat box works okay. Oh, yes, Ava Grace?
There's a Lego that Kyle threw somewhere. It's on the couch.
Oh, okay.
I threw the same Lego on the couch.
Okay, go give it to Kyle. Bye.
But I don't know what Kyle's doing with it in here.
I don't know yet. Okay, you go ask him. Thank you. That's after me telling her for the last 10 minutes. Okay, Dad's going to be busy. Oh, well. And thanks to Monica for keeping an eye on it. Can you watch the kids? Oh, yeah, no problem. How long are you going to be back there? That's all she cares about. All right, Camp Chef Grills. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the one that everyone's talking about. Yeah, I was actually in Home Depot today. I stopped to get a little light because this room was a little dark when I tested it last night. So I just bought a little cheap light to put up here in the corner, kind of make sure, you know. And I haven't really had time to adjust the white balance. I did a very basic thing, so I have to say I look a little pale, but it could just be my settings. But anyway, hopefully it looks okay. But yeah, I was in Home Depot, and I had to walk to get to where the lighting was, and they had all these grills out, you know, kind of on display. And yeah, they had a bunch of these Traeger grills. I mean, they're tiny. They didn't seem very big at all. Little tiny round barrel, and then the pellet thing, and they were all $6.99. And I'm like, $6.99? Hey, man, that's kind of expensive, it seemed to me. But you know, I got my first smoker that one my wife got me, at Sam's Club. I think it was $275 or $276, something like that. And that's I still have it. That's a great smoker. I don't know if I could spend that much money on one, but who knows? Maybe I can. Oh, okay, Tomcat, you got to leave. Looking forward to your next video. Well, if you do have to leave, thanks for stopping by. Say hi to Carol for me. We're gonna have to get together real soon. We actually went to go see a Beatles brunch with the Beatles, they call it. There's a local rock and roll station out here, one of the only ones, KLOS. And they have a guy that does a broadcast from this restaurant, a steakhouse, Japanese steakhouse down here in Seal Beach. And once a month he's there live broadcasting on the radio. You go down there and there's brunch. And so I went was it last month? Oh no, it was a month before for my birthday. I went there with Tomcat and Kitty. Let's see. GMC all the way, but I'm biased. Bottle cap. Yeah, you're always biased with whatever you got. You know, I'll make whatever I got work. You know, even if it's an inexpensive kettle grill. I mean, really. I mean, that's the basic one. I've been fascinated. I do want to get a what do you call a? My mind is completely blank here. I'm a little. What is the one? The Weber, the Smoky Mountain. Wanted to get one of those, but they're expensive too. They're like $350, $400. But I know it's one of those things that'll last you forever. But I really can't justify. You know, the wife is always like, "Why do you need?" You know, she got real mad when I bought the kettle grill after I already have a pit barrel, the other smoker, and a gas grill. So I say, "But honey, it's for my YouTube channel." How many of you out there having that kind of problem? I'm sure we can all relate to that as well. You saw Paul McCartney live 2012. Hey, what's up, Dwayne? Hello there. I think you might be a first-time visitor. I'll have to check out your channel. Hey, guys, if you don't know, everyone in here, click the 3 little dots on the right side of their name and what they've said, and you can click to their channel, go to their channel, check it out, and subscribe. That's what I love about this community. We all support each other, help each other out. Let's see. Yeah, I'd love to go see Paul McCartney. I heard he's going on tour again, too. I mean, this would be one of the... And I know Ringo Starr, I heard, is on tour, too, with his own band. All right. Oh, Kirby's Fish and Grill, take fresh hot salsa over pace. Oh, yeah, I remember that question. Pace isn't bad. I mean, I wasn't really exposed to salsa until I came to Southern California, because back in the 80s in suburbs of Chicago, we didn't really even have salsa. I never knew about that. The only Mexican food I had was Taco Bell. I think they had a couple higher-end Mexican restaurants, like Acapulco style, something like that, but you know, it wasn't the normal staple growing up where I grew up, but that's probably because it's in the Midwest. I can imagine if I grew up here in Southern California, that'd be a regular staple like it is right now, every place you go. I bet with Cooking with James, you're out in, is it Arizona or Nevada? I think Arizona. You probably got all that like Tex-Mex stuff, a kind of Mexican mixed with that Southwest. I like that stuff too. Yeah, as boys get older, their toys get more expensive. Yeah, how about a Harley, huh? I've been, for those of you guys that don't know, I've been working for Harley dealerships for over 20 years all together. First started in '96, just kind of wiping the bikes down and stuff, and worked my way up into sales manager and a finance manager, and yeah, love the Harley Davidson motorcycles. Got my first Harley Springer, I think I was 22, 23. Rode to Sturgis a couple years. I don't have a bike now. I haven't had a bike in a few years, but I kind of sold my bike when I found out my wife was pregnant with our son. And that was 10, and he's 10, so that was around 11 years ago. And I've luckily where I work, it was easy to get a bike. If you needed a bike for the weekend, they had rentals and they wouldn't charge me, so it wasn't like a big deal. But yeah, that's an expensive tour. That was my biggest problem when I was working sales or finance, and the guy was there by himself talking about a $500-something payment. I don't know, the wife might have a problem with that. A Z Grill? Yeah. Is that the one where they're giving it away for free? There's one grill company. I've been looking at them, seeing maybe I can reach out to a couple, see if we might have a relationship. But I don't want to get in one of those situations where I'm one of those guys that's just taking free stuff for everyone and having reviews. Everything's great, thank you, it's all free. If I do a review and if I do get something for free, I want to do an honest review and stuff. That's I've gotten a sous vide cooker for free, and I got a barbecue tool set. Those are the only 2 things I got for free. I've had a couple weird reach outs of stuff, which I'm sure some of you guys that have had channels for a while have gotten, but that's it. Haven't gotten any free grills or smokers or anything, although I know people do. But yeah, but it's a fine line, because you want to you don't want to appear as if you're doing an infomercial, but if it's something that you really like and you love the product, I bought my pit barrel. I watched some videos. I haven't gotten anything. Well, I shouldn't say that. When I did my very first pit barrel video, I did send a link to their through their website and said, hey, I just got your pit barrel. This is my first cook. I did a little review, first cook video, and I sent them the link. And they ended up sending me 2 of the pit barrel coffee mugs, which are kind of cool because they look like mini pit barrels. So I was just going to say I haven't gotten anything free from them. But see, that's a product I would have loved to have gotten all that stuff for free, because you know what? I love the product for what it's made, how it's made. The quality is very good. It works if you follow the directions and use it accordingly. You know, it's a great smoker / barbecue. I mean, yeah, you know, there's some things it can't do, but what the things it can do, it really excels. Like I said, ribs, man. That thing's a rib cooking machine. And I love to set it and forget it, you know. Some of these other smokers, a friend of mine at work just got an offset. Never smoked before. Got some cheap offset. It needed to do some work. The inside where the 2 were connected wasn't hooked up right. He had to get some piece and weld it or something. And he's asking me, and I said, you know, I don't have any experience. I've never, but I know I've heard from those are like way old school, you know, where you got to really know how to work those things and fine tune because, yeah, they're a little temperamental. Certainly not something you plug in and set to 245 and walk away for 8 hours. So any of you guys have one of those offset smokers? Are those as difficult as I have heard, I wonder? Russian brides. Oh yeah, I stumbled, you know, being on YouTube. I'm on YouTube all the time, checking out other videos, you know, whatever it might be, music videos, concerts, you know, interviews. And I stumbled across, I don't even know how it came up in my feed, but it was this, was it Vietnamese? Vietnam? I think it was a Vietnamese barbershop. Vietnamese barbershop. And it was like a 40-minute video. And I go, 40 minutes for the guy's getting a haircut for 40 minutes? So I watch it, and it's one of those things like, you know, you find yourself 20 minutes in going, why am I watching this? But somehow you're fascinated. I mean, this guy was getting the treatment, and from what I understand, you pay like 20 bucks US dollars, and you go there, and this guy, they were massaging his face, they were washing his feet. The 2 come over, they start, you know, like pulling his arms and stuff. Then they bring him in the back room, lay him on his stomach. They have bars, and the ladies hanging from the bars with their feet, naked feet, walking on the guy's back, and then they're putting a hot towel on. I mean, it was like. And parts of it, I was like, oh, man, that would probably feel really good. Parts of it, you know, where they were, you know, doing the feet and cracking the knees and all that, I could skip that part. But I was like, man, that's some pretty crazy stuff right there. So if you guys are really bored looking for something strange, look up, what is it? I think it's Vietnamese. Vietnamese barbershop. Oh, Pitmaster Sniper. Huh, I haven't heard of that. That sounds interesting. I like the name. Lappy Smurf. What am I talking about? I guess he must have stepped away for a minute. Talking about weird videos that you can find on YouTube. You know, it's a different world. I got a 10-year-old son, and, you know, he's on the PlayStation. He's on a YouTube, you know, and he watches mainly gameplay, you know, Minecraft videos and little silly videos. But you know, on YouTube there's all kinds of crazy stuff, man. I don't know if I had access to that when I was his age, how different my brain would have been and everything else. You know, cell phones back when I grew up, they didn't have any of that stuff. So what else is happening, guys? Anybody got some plans for their next cook? One thing I want to do for sure is I want to do a Chicago-style Italian beef. And I got a friend of mine, actually 2 people, TJ and Lisa, who went to high school with me. And yeah, Lisa was living right down here in Huntington Beach. And yeah, she's back in Illinois now. Again, she only lived out here, I think, for, I don't know, 10 years or something. But yeah, I miss the Italian beef sandwiches, and he sent me a recipe that he said he did. I think it was opening day for football season. He made one at home. He's like, oh man, it's really good. I said, well, give me the recipe. So I got the recipe now. I want to sous vide the meat, and I'm debating whether to smoke it or just to sous vide it, you know. And then I'd love to get a slicer. There's a slicer I've been wanting to get. There's so many times I make big pieces of meat, and if I could slice that meat real thin, and like for Italian beef, Chicago beef style, you really kind of want to slice it that thin. Did I see the new law pass, AB 626, for selling food at home? Is that the one where you're allowed to, the carts? I heard of some law where there were all these up in LA, I guess, these vendors selling tacos or tamales. I don't know what. They got these little push carts, and they were getting busted because they didn't have permits, and of course, you know, the food laws and all that stuff. But I think they just signed. I guess they felt sorry for these people trying to make a buck making homemade food. I think that's what you're talking about. I didn't know it had to do about selling food at home. I thought it had to do with those little carts that they were selling if you set up shop somewhere. A seafood boil. Yeah, that's something I wouldn't mind trying. I have no idea. Oh, top round in the sous vide. Haven't done a top round. Well, I've done the eye of the round. Kind of the same thing, almost. But yeah, that's the only thing I know for sure I want to make. That's down the road. Well, I shouldn't say that. I also want to try to make my own sausage. I have my wife's got a KitchenAid mixer, and she got me for Christmas last year. She got me the grinder attachment, which I've already ground my own ground beef, and that came out great. And the sausage maker. But I have to go get I got to order the casings online, I guess, and then I really like to do a video where I don't just buy the prepackaged stuff, where I actually can say, hey, look, you can do this at home. You only need these 6 or 7 or 8 ingredients and mix them in a bowl, and do it that old school way, as opposed to just buying a pack. But the pack is easier. You just add, whatever, 5 pounds of meat, empty this packet in. But, I feel like I'm cheating a little bit. I'd rather go the old school and try to look at some recipes and try to do something more authentic on the recipe side of it. But I can understand, for convenience sake, that I might just end up, at least for the first time, whether I do a video or not, just try it that way. I know Darren over there at Fire and Water Cooking he just had a cheese and cheese bratwurst one that looked really good. Really good. I have smoked those bratwursts, man. That is really good. I have a video where I wrap them in bacon too. You split them in half, you put them together, and then you wrap them in bacon, you smoke them. Oh man, those are good and really easy. But really good if you like bacon and you like bratwurst. Sausage is easy. Yeah, that's what they say. The only thing that's a little intimidating for me is that, the casing part. I know I can grind it. That's not a problem. I know I can feed it in. It's just, that's the part that seems the most, little bit, can get complicated. But I probably just got to, like everything else, I just got to jump into it feet first and deal with it as I go. That's how we learn, huh? And watching other videos too. And the other thing too, you know what? I have stole recipes from other people too. I've done a couple Malcolm Reed videos. I always give him credit and say, hey, I'm just doing this video, and I leave a link to his video. It's the exact same thing. I'm making it, almost following it to a T. I might change it a little bit, based on personal preferences. But yeah, I did a smoked French dip sandwich of his. What else did I do? I think my smoked meatloaf was very similar. It wasn't the exact recipe, but I think it was pretty close. I think I might have done one other. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't mind doing copycat recipes. I always like to give credit where credit's due to the people, if I watch something. There's a lot of time. You watch the Malcolm Reed videos, man. He's slicing the prime rib, and I'm just like, dude, man. Wow, that looks great. But he's got, he did one video. I think he's got like, I don't know how many, 9 or 10 different type of smokers, barbecuers. He's got a big trailer. He goes around the country, competition. I'm like, damn, that's some serious stuff. I like doing it for myself, doing the videos for my family, for my friends. It's a lot of fun, something I enjoy. I love doing the videos. I love the community here on YouTube. Makes it even more fun. It's really weird how it went from just this kind of casual thing to like, boom, And I'm glad to see, it seems like in the last year, maybe a year and a half, it's just exploded. You know, it used to be back in the day, a year and a half ago, I didn't really know anyone on YouTube. I'd watch some videos, I didn't know anyone, and then all of a sudden, it seems like all these little small YouTube creators popped up out of nowhere, and you know, some of them still, you know, they're less than 1,000 subscribers, and I watch their video, they're doing good. I'm like, man, you should be doing more. You know, I don't even know. I just think I hit 3,100. I don't even really. I hit 1,000 viewers. It was just before, it was around the first of the year. I think it was December 27th of last year, December 28th. And I remember telling my wife, I mean, that was a long time. I mean, it was from when I started, but like I said, I didn't get serious about it till I did that salmon video, and I think that's like 2.5 years. So it was probably a good almost 2 years before I hit that 1,000 subscribers. And you know, I was like, wow, that's great. But look, I'm not even through the year. I've gotten over 2,000 just this year from January. It seems like the more subscribers you have, they start to come in faster, at a faster rate. And it's really weird. And I'm like, maybe it's because my videos are getting better. You know, I can always say that. I don't know. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things, guys. So for you smaller YouTube creators out there, don't feel discouraged. You know, just keep doing what you love to do, and you know, keep doing the shameless self-promotion as best you can. And yeah, meet other people in the community. Try to support them. They'll hopefully support you. You know, maybe you guys share recipes. You know, if I do a recipe from one of you guys, I'll always give credit to the people. That might be what I'll have to do yet, because like I said, I'm running into a rut now where it's like, oh, now we're coming into the winter months. Not that I can't still go out and barbecue and smoke. I certainly can. But yeah, usually that keeps you inside more, and you know, then it switches more to sous vide, maybe something in a slow cooker. But yeah, you know, it's like I get a brain fade every once in a while, and then I just got to take some time off, and then all of a sudden something will hit me and I'll get real motivated again. Cooking with Jack recipes? Yeah, I did a couple cooking. I did actually his French onion soup recipe, Cooking with Jack. And, you know, Cooking with Jack, he's okay, but you know what? Lately, there's some things I saw about him that, you know, don't want to badmouth anyone, but I think he takes advantage of his channel as far as merchandising and stuff. You know, that's the only thing. Like I said, it's a fine line. All right, he's finally getting my videos moving, Kirby says. The air fryer, yeah? You know, it's really weird. Okay, because my #1 video was my salmon video when I first started, and that motivated me because it was getting good views. And then I did a bacon video, and that bacon video was #1. It was my #1 video for, I think, almost 2 years. And then now it's still hovering, it's like 4th or 5th, but now my salmon video, which was basically off the charts for like probably 16, 17 months. I mean, it was maybe getting a couple hundred views a month, maybe. And now all of a sudden, you know, I'm getting like 400 or 500 views a week. And I'm like, what the hell? So you never really know, man. Sometimes your videos could be out for 2 years. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're coming into the holiday season. If you guys got a favorite turkey or smoked ham or some kind of Thanksgiving, Christmas side dish, do it now. Because I'm telling you, people go to YouTube and they search, and if you could somehow get something that's popular and can work its way up in the search list, you know, that's how you can get a video, just stumble into it. I try to think that way too, like what's popular, because I did this double smoked ham video last year. And I probably did that, I think it was right around this time of year, because ham was on sale, and I thought, oh, I'll get ham. You know, I wasn't thinking, hey, I'm going to do this for Thanksgiving. But then, man, from Thanksgiving to like all the way into like February, it was just going off. It's slowed down now. It's still getting barely any hits, but I'm anticipating, hey, we're coming into the season. Can't remember, what was it? Hey, what's up, CJ? Glad to see you're using that pit barrel cooker, man. I was just talking about that. That's a great cooker. So easy, you know. I love the flavor. I love the charcoal. It's awesome. Meat Boss in reviews. Hey, what's up, Red? Are you still on vacation? Saw you on vacation walking around Times Square, man. Hey, that's a question I have for you guys. I'm going to Vegas first week in November. I'm going to be going for 4 days. I'm hooking up with a college reunion. Had a real close group of friends. Besides the one guy that lives in San Diego, who's my roommate, who I've seen off and on probably once or twice a year. I haven't seen these other guys for girls and guys. I don't want to age myself, but it's been over 30 years. So we're getting together now, of course, thanks to social media and stuff, Facebook. So my main question is, my channel is really dedicated to smoking, barbecue, recipes, doing something with food related. And I do have a private YouTube channel, like a family. It's not really private, it's public, but no one really, I think I might have 100 subscribers of that, just out of pure dumb luck. But that's mainly like videos, my kids, dancing, goofing around, or family vacation. Most people aren't interested in looking at that. But would you think it's a good idea to incorporate into your channel, like maybe vacation? Like, would you guys be interested if I was like, we're staying downtown. I don't know how many have been there. Fremont Street. It's pretty fun. It's got this, it's enclosed, and it's got a laser light show on top, and there's always some weird characters walking around, and everyone's walking around with some kind of alcoholic beverage in their hand. And I thought, hey, maybe I'll just bring my camera and, with my phone and just screw around. And then I thought maybe I could even do like a restaurant review if I was somewhere. Hey, we're here. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know if people would like that, if that would be something that would be smart to kind of integrate into my channel, or whether it's better just to stick to the stuff. So what do you guys think? Do you ever do stuff like that with your channel? Like, do something more of like a family vacation kind of thing versus just, hey, I'm cooking this today kind of thing? Yeah, I like to see travel videos too, but I usually don't watch travel videos from people. I go to the travel channel or something like that, but, Whoops. Yeah, CJ, man, you told me about the poker thing, man. I always loved poker, always. Texas Hold'em. And I remember a few years ago, man, everyone. In fact, one of my friends from work, they started a company, it was called Dream Team Poker. Back in the day when it was on TV, everyone was playing poker. It's like all of a sudden, 20 years ago, you to Vegas poker, you'd have to go to a select few number of casinos that actually even offered poker, and then all of a sudden it exploded once it came on TV and the World Series and all these famous players and personalities. And he started this company, and unfortunately it didn't take off, but it was like a team poker. You'd get a team of 3 and they would play in these competitions, and I can't remember, the rules were really strange, but I'm like, wow, it's kind of strange. Kirby, a restaurant crawl when I was in San Diego. Yeah, I know people like to experience funny, so that's what I'm thinking. My wife is kind of going, I don't know, that seems kind of lame, take some pictures, and I go, well, I'm going to probably take the footage anyway, and then, I guess I can kind of look at it once I get home and see if there's anything that's worth putting out in a video. I don't know. But I don't want to be there too, because I'm going to be there to have fun. I don't want to be like stressing, like, oh, I got to film this, I got to film that. But then again, if I have my cell phone on me, I can always take video with that. Yeah, make them food related. See, that's what Darren's saying. That's what, I could still make a video, but put it on my other channel, so I could send links to my college friends once I get back home and make a video, or friends and family who want to see it can see it that way. But I don't know. I also think if I do show different things like that, people get to know me a little bit better, my personality, and maybe that'll also make them more interested in my cooking videos. I don't know. Because that's the one thing. I guess the biggest advice I could give anyone who's trying or is doing their own channel is just be yourself. Because there are so many of us here, and then really, how I stumbled into it was just, I came on the YouTube and I was making something, whatever I wanted to make, and I never made it before, and you just search for it, and you see 5 or 6 videos come up, and you watch them, and then you get to like a character. I really like Malcolm Reed. He seems like a good old boy, he fits the picture, he's big, overweight, talks with authority. Boom, boom, boom. He makes it look so easy. And you think, well, gee, he made a nice video here. I don't even need to have these in anymore. I don't even know why I had them in. I was listening to background music when I started. But anyway, people are going to, if people want to know how to make whatever, a steak, ribs, chicken, there's thousands of videos. And if you really want the best advice, you go to like the Food Network or somewhere where the experts, But people come watch my videos, and people are going to come watch your videos, not because you're necessarily doing something completely different than what they're doing on those high-end videos that get, 2.5, 3 million views. It's just because people like who you are and your personality. So don't try to go away from that. Just try to highlight who you are and what you want to do. You're meeting Josh and Babe in Vegas. Yeah, well, Josh and Babe's channel seems like it's a mix of that already. It's not like a real serious cooking channel. I mean, maybe that's what their intention is, but they seem to be always having fun and going to places, having food reviews. Nothing wrong with it. Just like I said, it seems a little bit different to me. Cooking with James. Do a review of the slow and sear with Meathead. Oh, yeah. Again, I have to give Meathead credit, man. Although, towards the end there, I thought he was getting a little. You could tell it was more than just an experiment to him. He was taking it personal, and I can understand. There was probably some bad blood and some bad words exchanged. I understand. But yeah, you know what? To each their own. Someone wants to spend $200 on the slow and sear. You know what? If I had it, I would use it too. Okay, is it the best thing since sliced bread? No. You could certainly make do without it, and people have. But again, what can you do? Hey, Mega Fred Zeppelin, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping by. So let me see here. I'm just going to see. I have no idea. Let's see. I've been on for around 40 minutes. Let me go to my second screen. I just want to see 14 people. All right, that's not too bad. I had no idea, man. I really appreciate you guys coming to give me support today. I didn't know this is my first thing. Like I said, I thought I needed to jump with both feet in and try to do a live stream and see what's going on. Talk to you guys. I'm glad you guys all showed up. I really appreciate it. Maybe I'll try to make Monday night a tradition or something else. I don't know. We'll see. Mega Fred Zeppelin, by the way, go check out his channel. He's got a lot of old school classic rock videos that are really good. Right on with the music. I mean, come on, Led Zeppelin, one of my favorite all-time bands, without a doubt. But yeah, I also got a couple playlists, with the 80s hair metal and all that stuff. Still got a little attraction to kind of the old school stuff like that. But then again, today there's not really that much good music. It's kind of a shame. Technology killed music, killed the bands. Really sad. Something's going to have to happen so it can reinvent itself, the music industry. But you're not having new bands because the new bands can't make any money. The only way they can make money is going on tour. But who's going to support a big tour of a band they never heard of? Back in the day, you'd listen on the radio. All right, Mr. Fred, Mega Fred Zeppelin, hit the like button. Thank you, sir. Rock on. Yeah, Mega Fred, man. Mega Fred Zeppelin. Yeah, check out his videos. He's got a lot of cool, like I said, old school. Sometimes I'm just in the mood, to put on some old school stuff, even if it's cheesy. And most of his stuff isn't cheesy. That's not what I meant. I was listening to... was it Poison the other day? Okay, but you know what? I don't know you guys ever saw that show where it was Bret Michaels. It was on, I think it was on MTV or maybe VH1, maybe 10 years ago. Had to be around 10 years ago. I think I was just dating my wife, and it was like this weird bachelor, but he was the rock star. And there was a big house somewhere. I think it had like 15 rooms. There was like 12. They were all pretty hot chicks, and they all moved into the house with him. And then they were like film it all. I forget what it was called. Celebrity something rock and roll. Oh, that was a fun series because every night, he'd end up, they'd be drinking or whatever, and where'd Susan go? Oh, she went into the bedroom, and there's drama and all this, and I go, how did this guy score this gig? I mean, really, like the best job in the world. Hey, we're gonna pay you. We're gonna find some hot chicks. We're gonna move you all in, and then we're gonna film except your bedroom. So if you want to do something private, just take him to the bedroom. Oh. Oh, Bob Seger, old time rock and roll. Yeah. He's going on tour for the last time. I love Bob Seger. I mean, come on. Greatest hits, Michigan boy. I grew up in suburbs of Chicago. I lived for 3 years when I went to college in Michigan, though it was upper Michigan. You know what? I like Kid Rock too. He's a Michigan boy. Of course, Kiss from Michigan. And what's the other one? Of course, Ted Nugent, man. Motor City Madman. Like all the Michigan stuff, man. Motown, come on. And they got some beautiful country up there too. If you're into nature, fishing, the woods, man, you go up to the UP. Oh my God, I still want to bring my wife up there. I miss it sometimes. You can see the northern lights, just all the trees. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Yeah, when I went for that, a fan of Eric Clapton. When I went to that breakfast with the Beatles, they told them it was my birthday, so the guy announced it on the radio. And then this lady came over and gave me it's an Eric Clapton DVD, and I watched around 20 minutes of it. It's like basically about his career. It's kind of weird because it's all black and white in the beginning, and when he was playing for the bands. And I just got to the point where him and George Harrison with the whole same wife weird thing going on. But yeah, I mean, and then of course lots of clips of him playing. You know, I just went through the phase where he was playing with Jimi Hendrix and stuff when I first met him. And man, what a time to be alive back in those days, man, with all the music. I mean, just think like mid 60s to mid 70s, man, all the music. This is crazy. You think of all the music. Hey, what's up, Kyle? My Kyle must be watching from mom's computer or something. All right. Well, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. I steer away from the radio as they all play the same. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Because I started listening to, you know, whether it's Amazon Music or it's iTunes or Pandora, you know, whatever service that you have where you can listen for free. And I'll find classic rocks, and I'll listen to it. And I'll go, oh, wow, they play good songs. But then if you listen to it for more than a couple weeks, you notice there's only probably maybe 60 to 100 songs that are on that rotation. And that's what drives me nuts. I don't want to listen to the same 60 and 100 songs. You know, I want to have a huge selection where occasionally I go, wow, I know that song, and I haven't heard that song since I was listening to that album, you know, when I was in high school. And oh my God, I used to like that song. That's what I miss about classic rock radio, where you used to, you know, hear stuff like that back in the day. Don't forget all the smoke. Oh, you got a guitar pick. Nice. Kirby's a young one, huh? What did he say? Yeah, I wasn't born in those days. Grew up in the 90s. Okay, Corn Kid, Kirby. Dave, the original drummer, man. I was friends with him back in the day. True story. They're all from Huntington Beach. Well, except Jonathan. He's from Bakersfield. But the rest of them from Huntington Beach. And when they were playing in the band back in the day, they were playing cheeseball clubs, like a Meadowlark Golf Club in Huntington Beach, right? So it's a cheeseball golf course with a little lounge. And on Saturday night, they'd play there. And I went to go see him. How I knew him was these guys couldn't work much. They had a very tough schedule because they'd practice during the day, and then of course they could never work at night. So they would work delivering pizza. My first job when I came to California, I was assistant manager at Domino's Pizza in Huntington Beach, California. And two of the guys that were in Corn, Dave worked at the one I worked at, and then what's the other guy's name? Head worked at the sister store. And we used to go see him. And back then, you know, they were just another band. They were just, you know, we'd go out just because we knew them. And then we'd usually leave and go out to someone's house. And, you know, after the shows and stuff. But, yeah, he just, like, you know, I remember going to his house right after I got my Harley. I rode over there. And he came out and sat on it and this and that. And hung out for a while. They had a little studio. They were all renting a little place in Huntington Beach. They were, like, eating peanut butter sandwiches because they couldn't afford anything. And yeah, we get together and party all the time, and then boom, all of a sudden, they came out, the Blind came out, they made a video on MTV, and they started that whole metal scene, that kind of, what do they call it, new metal, whatever you want to call it. And the other guy I knew was Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. He was another one. In fact, the day I rolled my car, injured my back, it was probably late 90s? No, early 90s. I remember the time I was over at his house and we were drinking tequila straight from the bottle. And I shouldn't have been driving. I drove home, and a dog or something ran across the street. I just turned on the Beach Boulevard on Huntington Beach from PCH, and something ran out, and I hit the curb, and my car flipped 3 times. That was back before you wore seatbelts. And yeah, I injured my back then. But that was coming from his house when we were drinking tequila. Luckily, I didn't get a DUI that night. Cop came. He said, "You've been drinking?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "How much?" I said, "Too much." He said, "Is that your car?" I said, "Yeah." He's looking at the registration. He goes, "It's only 3 months old." I go, "I know. I just bought it." He goes, "Well, you didn't hurt anyone. You didn't damage any property. You know, just, you can go." Oh, one of the biggest breaks in my life when looking back at it now, actually. Who knows how things would have been different. With Willie Nelson, huh? Only story I've been backstage where that was going on was Ronnie James Dio with Vivian Campbell. I was with my sister back in Alpine Valley? Oh, I can't remember. Somewhere back in Illinois. Not Alpine Valley, that's in Wisconsin. I can't remember. I think it's a place that is no longer Poplar Creek, I think. Something like that. But anyway, that was back in the day. He was great, man. Used to body surf. Oh yeah, man. When I came out here, man, in the late 80s, Huntington Beach, man, it was a whole different scene, man. It was a sleepy little beach town. Yeah, a bunch of dudes just hanging out, getting high. It was, downtown was so old school. Now it's like, there's still a little old school, some of the houses, but then there's some newer, kind of fancier stuff. That's what I love about Huntington Beach, just because it's like a perfect blend. Newport Beach is just too ritzy, it's too snobby. All the, women with the implants driving around in their Porsches and Jaguars because they're rich, producer husbands, busy working, making $5 million a year. They're driving around. They're like, "What are you doing here?" Kind of. Huntington Beach is more kind of laid back, but actually more friendly, nicer scene, really nice. The ultras have 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs. So I'm on the keto/Atkins diet. I started it September 1st, and right now I'm down, I think, around 14, 15 pounds. And so I'm excited. I want to go more. I'm going to go right up till probably this time next month, because I'm going to Vegas first part of November, and I'm definitely going to be breaking my diet. But I want to kind of break it 3 or 4 days before I go to Vegas, because if I go to Vegas and I'm just going straight off the diet and I break it there and then add some drinking, it's not going to go well. So I got to slowly ease back into my old routine. And then once I come back from Vegas, back on track again. But this is a long time college reunion. I got to have some fun, and I'm going to have some drinks, and I'm going to probably eat some stuff that's probably not best on the diet. But you know what? That's how life is, right? Everything in moderation. At least that's what I say. Mission Beach, yeah. Surfer boys. Another surfing town I love is San Clemente. Had a friend who had his parents bought a little condo back there, early 70s. I think they paid like $76,000 for it. Had its own little pool. It looked like one of those old vintage hotels. But had a little balcony. It was a 1-bedroom. Had a little kitchen. Nice little kitchen. 1 bedroom. Pretty big bedroom. Nice full bathroom with a bath, shower. And then a little living room and a little dining area where you put a table and stuff and hang out. And it had like a little tiny bar in the corner. And then it had this big deck. You could see the pier right there. Open up the thing, you could hear the waves. You'd walk down to the pier. San Clemente is really nice. It's laid back. It's off the beaten track. I don't think they got any crime there. Everyone's just, really nice town. The beach is great. The trestle's right there if you're a surfer. Whoo! So that's the place. I mean, if you're looking for... If you don't like the hustle and bustle of the big beach cities like Huntington Beach, that's where you want to go. Yeah, the keto, man, I'm telling you, I did it when I was Atkins back in the day. I bought the Atkins book, and the keto is just kind of like the updated version. Atkins was really way ahead of his time, and his diet just was too simplistic in its thing. We know more stuff about nutrition now, and vitamins and electrolytes and things like that you did know back in those days. But the concept is true, and I remember reading this book and being fascinated and trying it, and I mean, it works. It's he said the way our teeth are designed, the way We were designed, the way we've evolved is we're supposed to be eating meat. And part of the problem, people getting overweight is they keep eating all this processed, man-made sugars, carbohydrates. It's garbage. And, you know, I like it too, like everyone else. You get addicted to this stuff. But you know what? If you just kick back to the basics, which is basically meat, and cut out all the starches, all the sugars, and, you know, you don't have to eliminate everything completely. Again, everything in moderation. But you have to get to the point where your body, instead of storing fat, is burning fat. That's what they call the keto stage, where your body is producing the ketones, which is basically burning the fat. Because once you run out of carbohydrates, your energy comes from burning fat. That's why your body stores it. Because once the carbohydrates are gone, it's got to do something, because we require energy for our brains to work and everything else. So, and it's weird too. It's kind of like this weird thing. Like, you know, when you work out at first, it's like, oh, it's horrible, horrible. And then like maybe second weekend, you start getting a little like, ooh, I'm getting more energy. I'm getting excited. I'm getting into it. You get the same thing once your body kind of starts getting off all that sugary crap and starts getting onto burning fat. Yeah, it seems like, man, I've been getting some of the best night's sleep of my life, man. Or you know, like one of those things where you wake up and you're like foggy. It's like you're like don't even remember what day it is, or for a second you don't even remember where you are. You know, like that kind of wake up deep sleep. And I haven't had that in probably 10 years. And I was the second weekend, and I was like, boom, I'm getting to sleep. You know, before I'd sleep 3, 4, 5 hours, and then toss and turn and get up to go to the bathroom, come back, never get back to sleep. Sometimes just couldn't sleep at all. So yeah, and then you get this little natural high where you're almost, your body just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but to me it's you know, because hey, look at my channel. I love meat. If I can eat smoked meat, if I can eat cheese, if I can eat eggs, any kind of proteins, mixed with a little bit of greens and a little bit of vegetables, just keep an eye on the carbs, you know. Yeah, and cut out all that crap, all that sugary nonsense. Well, yeah, well, that's my wife. Part of the problem is you want to eat meat and fish. Well, yeah, I do want to eat meat and fish because I love meat and fish. I mean, don't get me wrong. But this diet, I didn't know. They break it down. You're supposed to eat a lot more fat than you are protein, which is a hard thing to do because of most of the stuff you eat. All right, Darren, man, thanks for stopping by. Got to run. I will look out for your challenge video. Okay, I definitely will. God knows what you're going to challenge me to make. But I will give it my best shot. If you're trying to lose weight, yeah. Stay away from any of these channels, really, right? But like I said, meat for life. Just give me 3 tacos. Yeah, my wife made, she's on a diet with me. She made tacos last night we actually had. Get this. She made the shells out of cheese. She shredded some cheese and laid it down on some parchment paper and just cooked it very slowly at a low temperature in the oven until the cheese melted and just kind of made a puddle. And then she takes it out of the oven and waits till it cools, and then you kind of with a spatula unscrape it because she sprayed it with some cooking spray, and it's still kind of soft and bendable. And then she like hung it over like a wooden spoon in between 2 glasses, and it just kind of hung over like a taco shell, and you just let it dry there. And then we just made tacos with cheese, melted cheese shells, man. Keto friendly. And you know what? They were better than the actual taco shells. I'm telling you. I should do a video on that. Maybe I'll start doing keto friendly videos. That's something my wife is saying, you should do keto. But I go, oh, man, you look up keto on YouTube, it's like, it's overboard. You know, I'm like, who's going to watch mine? Mine's going to be number 622 out of the keto videos that are available. Hey, what's up, Brittany? AUGU. Is that the Brittany, I think, that likes to smoke salmon? I wonder. Cooking with James. Oh, Hot Seat Rocked. Yeah, I just saw part of that. I can always go back and watch it again. The Hot Seat. It is my favorite sister-in-law. What's up, Brittany? Brittany from Bakersfield. You can check her out in person in my, what was it? Dijon? What was it? Dijon glazed? And I forgot what it was. It was smoked salmon. Was it Dijon? I forgot. Boy, that tells you. So it was not my last video, the video before my last video. But she was in it at the end. I made some smoked salmon. She loves my smoked salmon, and I made a new sauce for it. Was it Dijon honey? No, it wasn't honey. Dijon something or other. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it was really good. Oh yeah, Meathead. Hey, I was again. I was crediting you. I don't know if you were here back then for your video on the slow and sear. That was. Those are some good comparison videos, and boy, you probably got hate and love from both sides of the aisle, which I can understand. Whenever you take a stand, one way or the other, that's how we are today, huh? Whether it's politics or barbecue accessories. All right, Mr. Meg Fred Zeppelin, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like I said, guys, go check out, click the 3 little dots next to his name. Go check him out if you like old school rock and roll. He's got a great channel. Well, guys, this was a lot more fun than I anticipated. I was a little nervous. I spent most of the time just getting the screen. All right, I'm going to ask you guys real quick. Okay. I worked hard on this little logo with my thing here. Just tell me. I'm going to take this out right here. But do you like this setup better here with the screen and the chat box here? And I'm going to go to this other one, which I call my clean stream. Let's see how you like this. Or this one. Basically the same thing, it's just I took the background out of the way. And this one you can see more of the picture, but it seems, I don't know, my wife likes the other one, and I think I like the other one better too. But if you like this one, the one I've been talking most of the night, hit the 1 in the comments. And if you like this one, hit the 2. And just give me an idea which one you think looks better. So this would be 2. This would be number 1. Let me know which one you think you like better. Fred says hi. Hey. First one. Okay. James likes the first one. All right. Yeah, these are kind of fun. I like having the chat there, because then I could just look at one screen and not have to have a separate chat box open. And then when people rewatch it, I think it'll be good too. Yeah, they both are kind of good. I mean, this is good too. It shows, I guess it doesn't show more of the room. It just opens. Whoops. I didn't mean that one. Oh, there we go. It doesn't. It's not necessarily a bigger picture. It just stretches it out, right? Let me see. The door. You can see to the corner of the room. Well, the picture frame size is the same, but this seems more compact. All right, so this is 1, and then this is 2. One, okay. I tend to agree. I think this is easier on the eyes, mainly because you don't have all the brightness of that of my actual room. It's smaller, and then with the darker background, and then with the chat on white. I'm gonna have to make some of you guys moderators for my channel if you don't mind. Hopefully, I don't know how much I'm going to be doing this. I'll probably try to do them occasionally. It's a lot of fun. I appreciated all the support. Okay, looks like 1. Kyle said the other one. Well, that figures. Boom, that's it, homie. In for the grill. All right. Well, I think I'll keep it with 1 then. You know, I might experiment. I kind of like to screw around. This OBS software is pretty easy, you know. And then I'll use a free program, Paint. I'm good to go. Trial and error, like everything else. Everyone said 1? Kyle's giving me the update through the door. Glad I made myself a drink before when my beer ran out. That's the first sip of oh, that tastes good. It's the first sip of bourbon I've had all month. Thought I'd make myself a Diet Coke with some bourbon. Oh, that tastes good. Whew. Well, guys, again, man, let's see what time it is. It's been just about an hour, and I told my wife around an hour. Meathead's doing a video. I hope you're done now with the slow and sear, I hope, right? I hope. But you know what? Well, hey, I might as well tell you, we're among friends. I did actually reach out with whatever the guy's name from Adrenaline Barbecue, because I was I watched a lot of those videos because they're all over the place. Who cannot watch them? And and I just got a kettle grill, but it's not a Weber. I got a Members Mark, which is a Sam's Club brand. And it's good. It's got a cast iron grate. It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, it's got some things that are better, some things that it's missing, but it's basically a clone of the Weber kettle grill. So I actually thought, you know what, God, I'd like to get one. I looked at the price. They're kind of expensive. So I thought I'd write them a letter and see, and then say, hey, I got a YouTube channel. And I just got done doing a review. I did a review on that grill. Remember, it's a $99 kettle grill you can get from Sam's Club. So I did a review on it. I cooked, I think, some cheeseburgers on it. Cheeseburgers and a steak maybe the first night. I put it together and kind of reviewed it. So I sent him a video, whatever that guy name is from Adrenaline. I thought I'll just, because I was interested, does this fit the Sam's Club? Because you go on their website and you click on grills, it fits. It had every grill, but it didn't have that Members Mark one. So I sent him an email and I said, hey, here, I sent him the link. I have a YouTube channel, Smo'King BBQ Tips and Recipe, and I just got this grill. Here's the review, you know. I've seen some videos from the Slow and Sear, yada yada. It looks like something I might be interested in getting, maybe doing some videos. Thinking he might just say, hey man, I'll send you one. But he came back, he goes, oh yeah, I think it'll work. You know, if there's anything else, let me know. I'm like, okay. Then I never ended up buying one. And then of course I saw Meathead's video, so why would I? I do have the cheap charcoal baskets. I think the ones that Weber make, I think they're like $14.95 at the hardware store. No hokey pokey. Wow, so I'm really happy all you guys showed up. It's a success in my book with all the people. I love the support. Hey guys, if you're seeing some names in the chat here that you're not used to, you don't know who they are, like I said, click, hover your mouse over the right side of their chat. You'll see those 3 dots. Click on the dot. It'll say go to channel. It'll open up another link. Go to their channel and subscribe. Check them out. Let's support each other. Let's, you know, it's hard because, you know, I see everyone's putting out videos. I put out probably at least 1 video a week, sometimes more if I'm really motivated, sometimes less, which has been the case lately. But, yeah, usually 1 a week. And, yeah, I know some of you guys do 1 a week. Some of you guys do 2, 3 in a week. And, yeah, it's hard sometimes between life and everything else to watch all the videos. But, yeah, I do try to watch as much as I can, and I know that's easier said than done because there's only so many hours in a day. Well, I appreciate that, Kirby. The live looks good, Eric. I appreciate it. Thank you. I just set this up. Like I said, it was an impulse thing. I said, you know, I want to do it. What's that?
Choose one names have too many smokers and grills, in my opinion.
My son telling me I have too many smokers and grills, in his opinion. Oh, my mom. Hey, what's up, Mom? What's up? My first ever live stream. So, got some people here. We're chatting back and forth. In for the grill. Looking nice live for sure. Well, thank you guys. Like I said, impulsive. I've been thinking about doing it since I've been watching a lot of you guys do the live streams. And it kind of got me motivated. And I thought, do I really want to do it? I don't know. And I went through that phase for a while. And then I just thought, you know what? I looked on Amazon. I got this whole setup for $100. The webcam. I got this boom mic here. I'll pull it out. I got this mic. I got this arm. This stretch arm here, you can see, that I hooked up to my desk so I could slide it really close like this if I need. You see, I just put it out of the way here so you could still. Kyle, calm down. Danny, what's up? 199. Keep up the good work. Hey, Danny's a guy. Sous vide guy, man. I stole his smashed potato recipes from Facebook. I think Sous Vide Everything was the group we have in common. And, well, he did something else besides the mashed potatoes. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, yeah, he did these smashed potatoes. They were delicious. And so, yeah, I gave him a shout out in my smashed potatoes. That's where you just cook the potatoes and the sour cream and the butter in a bag, and then you put them in the sous vide. They call them smashed potatoes instead of mashed potatoes because when they come out, you put them on the counter and then you kind of smash them. You don't mash them with a masher, you smash them with your fists. So they're kind of more fun to make too. Well, Farmore and my son Kyle are talking with each other. All about the grill. We have a restaurant down here called, it's not In for the Grill, it's Hot Off the Grill. It's a little independent kind of fast food place. It's right across the street from my Sam's Club, the next town over. Really good. Go there, they got all the breakfasts, you know, you get the ham and eggs, steak and eggs. It's got a drive-through, but it's got that independent owner feel, you know. I'm so sick and tired of always the McDonald's and the, you know, Carl's Jr. or whatever, you know, Burger King, all the chains. It's nice when you find a little mom and pop place that they always seem to be better quality, better food, and the people there seem to be nicer, more invested. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, any of you guys thinking about Livestream? Like I said, I'd $100 for the whole setup, and then of course I did all the graphics and everything myself. But that's just something I kind of enjoy doing, and I was familiar with the OBS software. Was it Grilling with AB and Jay Wade? They do a video on OBS that I watched that kind of give you the basics. So if you're new, and the OBS is the software I'm using, it's free. You can go download it. And if you're somewhat computer literate, it's not that difficult, really. It's just there's a lot of videos where you just, you know, you got to copy and paste a few things and mess with the settings, and then you're pretty much good to go. Oh, my mom and my son are having fun. I barbecue vegans. Well, hey guys, time for some wifey time. I understand, Kirby. I'm going to be getting off here in just a few minutes. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, man. We're going to have to get together one of these days, Kirby. Same thing with all my Southern California. I know Kirby's local. I know CJ's local. Josh and Babe are local. I know AB is local. Local meeting within a couple hours drive. So, yeah. Like I said with CJ, I want to get together to do a poker thing. That'd be great. Barbecue. We can barbecue. And then while we're waiting for the food to cook, a little Texas Hold'em tournament, you know. Maybe we throw in 30, 40, 50 bucks a piece, and we all get the same chips, and we just kind of have some fun. Would love that. All right, Cooking with James, thanks for stopping by. I'm happy the stream looks good. I'm happy to hear that. You have OBS, yeah. I was looking at your page to get some ideas on the chat box. See how you did it there. So yeah, I did check you out for a little bit of inspiration. Thanks for stopping by. Well, you know, guys. Oh yeah, Kirby, we got to get together. Really do. I mean, I kind of feel bad. I missed what's his name that was here from Sweden. I can't remember how to. Was it Lassie? I've been to Sweden a couple times because I have relatives in Denmark, and so you could take the boat from Copenhagen, where my grandparents lived, over into Sweden, and I've had lunch in Sweden. I've had fun in Sweden. I'm half Danish, so I got that half Scandinavian. I love Denmark. I got relatives there. I've been there many times. I'm dying to take my family. In fact, we gotta renew our passports. Mine just expired, and I gotta get a passport for the kids. But I got family over there, and they're just like, hey, just get the tickets, come on over. And, you know, I gotta have a little spending money when I'm there, but man, gotta go back. Had a great time. Love it. Lassie. Yeah, he looks like a real cool dude. He commented on one of my videos, and I commented back. And yeah, you know, that's the thing. His vibe, that Scandinavian vibe. That's how it is when you go to Denmark or Sweden or any of those Scandinavian countries. They're very friendly. They're very warm. They invite you into their home. They have that cozy feel. You know. Warmth, friendship, good food, good drink, good relationships. That's their whole life philosophy. So, you know, I love it. If I ever had to leave the United States for some reason, that's where I would go. Especially where my one cousin Gitta lives, because she lives on the island away from Copenhagen. She lives on the other island, south of Odense. And yeah, it's pretty out in the open. But boy, it's nice. Oh, and they got good food and good beer. And good-looking women. Shouldn't say this. My mom's from Denmark. She's 100% Danish. And when I was growing up, she was a sales rep. She sold men's neckties to Montgomery Ward stores. She'd go around and take orders. And yeah, they joke around. Oh yeah, it's something, nothing like good warm Danish first thing in the morning. And then all of a sudden she'd get a big order. Anyway. But guys, man, I really appreciate it. I could have never, I never would have guessed I would have this many people and this much this much excitement going on in the chat box. You know, I watched a couple videos a couple hours ago, you know, doing tips for doing your first live stream and this and that. And people are like, well, don't be discouraged if no one's there. Because just, you know, people will rewatch it later. And I'm like, oh, great. I could just see it now. You know, I'm sitting here. Well, let's see. Oh, one viewer. No, I guess that's me. But I'm so happy that you guys showed up. I'm really excited. I'll try to do these more often. I really appreciate it. I didn't really manage mean to stay on here this long. I just was going to keep it to maybe an hour or less because I just wanted to make sure mainly that the chat box worked okay, that my camera worked okay, that the sound settings were okay, that the screen looked okay, and it looks like everything is thumbs up, so that's great. I appreciate all you guys stopping by and giving me the support. Please check each other out, help each other out, and yeah, I will make an announcement maybe in a week or two. I'll do another live stream, and yeah, maybe we can discuss topics, more specific topics. You know, we can talk about whether it's YouTube channel related or cooking related or something. You know, we can have different topics every week, maybe get together and brainstorm and help each other out, because I think that's what's great about us all getting together in this type of environment, because we're all doing the same thing. We're not in, even though we are in competition with each other, there's more than enough room for all of us to kind of be together, help each other out, support each other. And that's what I really love about this community. So I'm so happy. So again, guys, I'm going to cut it short. I appreciate it. Cheers to all you guys. I so appreciate all the support, not only for my channel, for my first ever live stream. This is much more of a success than I ever could have dreamed. And thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. All right, guys. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you're not familiar with all my stuff in my videos, go check out my channel. Like this video too while you got it on the screen. I really appreciate it. And I will check you guys out in other live streams. I will check you out out in the YouTube universe as we go on. I'm looking for a fun-filled year coming. Hopefully I can meet some of you guys in person. Maybe we can do some collaborations if we're real far apart. Work on the same recipes, get together. I just anticipate nothing but good, fun times to come ahead. So, as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.